What is poppin', guys? You got your coach of the Chimchargers here for week 6 of the GBA. Right now we're about halfway done with the season, and it's looking nice for us. It's looking like we can make the playoffs. We are top of our division right now, and we're going strong. As long as we keep up these wins, we will for sure make it to the playoffs, which is what we want to do. And right now we're up against Tom, coach of the San Jose Sharpedos. He brings a team of Sock, Mega Aerodactyl, Mamoswine, Starmie, Sylveon, and Cobalion. So he's got some threats on his team for sure. But it's looking like he doesn't have much for a setup Gyarados. So my plan going into this match firstly was getting up Rocks. Rocks not only breaks Sturdy on Sock, it also breaks any potential Focus Sash Pokemon he has. Just whittles his team down in a way where my setup sweepers can really take advantage of that. Another goal that I had going into this match was to make sure that hazards stay off of my side pretty much, because I don't want Gyarados taking 25% when it comes in. I also don't want any of my other Pokemon taking chip damage each time I switch. Other than that, it was pretty much just to try and sweep him and just to try to win this game with one of my setup sweepers. So let's just go ahead and see what exactly goes down in this game. So let's go ahead and see what happens. Battle commence, and he's going to be issuing that challenge, of course. Not even bad. So I'm going to be leading off with Poké Mirachi here, as he's going to be leading off with Cobalion. And I mean, he's led Cobalion all these other games, so it was kind of easy to anticipate that. He's on an air balloon though, which is what I kind of anticipated in my team building video, but turn 1 he's going to get up the Rocks here, as what I do is go right for the Psychic, because Psychic firstly is a 2-hit KO on this thing, and I can also just pop the balloon right then and there. Anticipating him to want to actually switch out or go for the Volt Switch here. Turn 2, I actually get up my Stealth Rocks here as he switches into Starmie, kind of what I expected, because it's kind of a win-win for me, because now he's pressured to either Rapid Spin, and then I kill him with Thunderbolt, or if he attacks me, I keep up Rocks, and then I kill him with Thunderbolt, so it's kind of a win-win for me here. He's going to go right for the Scald, so that's actually like a triple win for me, because firstly, I mean, I get burned, which is kind of unfortunate, but then again, I'm more invested in special attack than anything. So I can just Thunderbolt here, knock out the Starmie, and I get to keep up Rocks, and that's his hazard control gone right off the bat. And this all happened by turn 3 pretty much. Anyways, he's going to bring in his Aerodactyl here, and right now, like I said, I mean, goal number 1 has been achieved. Goal number 2 is getting rid of the Rocks that are on my side. So I got up Rocks, and I need to get a Rocks off of my side. So he's going to Mega Evolve here as I decide to switch out into Donphan, which is really my best switch in right now, and go right for the Pursuit. And that's, you may think this is a good play on his part, but this is just perfect for me, because now I don't have to feel threatened by an Aqua Tail on my Donphan. I get this Rapid Spin off 100%. There's nothing he can do about it, because he doesn't have spin blockers and he can't kill me from this range. So what I can do now is just go right for the Rapid Spin, as he decides to go into White Canary, his Sylveon. So I can get rid of these Rocks on my side, which is great for me, keep the Rocks on his side, and I wasn't sure whether he was Choice Specs or not. That's why I didn't really want to switch into Wobbuffet. So I decided that I was going to sack my my Donphan here. Didn't really need it too much anymore. I could just sack it off, and I figured that what I could do now is then trap this Sylveon with Wobbuffet, because if he's Choice Specs, he'd be locked in, he can't switch. But he ended up Baton Passing, so I was like, okay, wait, the damage calc said that it killed if he's Choice Specs. Then I realized, okay, he has to be Pixie Plate or something. So he really planned well for the Wobbuffet. As you can see, he goes in the throw here, and I'm like, okay, maybe he's Choice Bandit, so I'll fire off a counter now, because I went for Miracle on the Sylveon. So he goes for Toxic, so he has Toxic on his fighting type. So he really planned well for my Wobbuffet. But as you can see, that won't really help him much, because as you can see, on this next turn he goes right for the Toxic here, and I go right for the Encore, locking him in. And GG It's Emvee is out on the field. GG It's Emvee is out on the field, and you already know it is GG It's Emvee, because what I'm going to do now, I'm going to switch out right here into my Gorobus, and it is time to try to pull off this Shell Smash sweep. He's going to go right for the Toxic here, and you know, now he's locked in because of the Encore. He has to 100% switch out, otherwise I set up a Shell Smash and Baton Pass. He goes into his Sylveon here. I'm a little bit scared, because Sylveon actually does a lot with Pixie Plate. It's going to be doing a lot of damage to my team. So I decide, okay, you know what, I'm going to Shell Smash here, and let's see what he wants to do. I go for the Shell Smash, and your jaw is going to drop on this next turn, like with what happens. I don't know why it happened, but it happened. And as you can see, I'm ready to Baton Pass out. I'm ready to Baton Pass out into something. He goes for the Protect. Interesting enough. So I'm like, okay, you know what? GG It's Emvee. So I can Baton Pass here. IDM CTC putting in the work. Or not IDM CTC, this is Danklord CTC. I keep changing the name. I think it was IDM first and now it's Danklord. But yeah, he has a plethora of names that he calls himself. Can't blame him. But anyways, I can Baton Pass into CBB. Crash and Boom Bang. My Gyarados. He switches out here into Cobalion. I'm not really sure why. But I can knock it out here with the waterfall. I'm a +2 Gyarados right now. I've baton passed. I've successfully smash passed in the GBA. So it's looking nice. It's looking crisp. Comes back out into Sylveon here, and I can just go ahead and hit him up with another waterfall. That's why I wasn't really sure why he just switched to Cobalion and then right back to Sylveon. He's just letting himself get whittled by more rock damage there. So that's that. So anyways, he's gonna go here into throw. Like I said, these rocks are so useful. It broke the sturdy on the sock, so I can just go ahead here and knock this thing out with a waterfall. And I'm just spamming waterfall at this point. There's nothing he can do at all. I've successfully smashed past. And he's gonna go here into his Mamoswine. I can go ahead here and knock this out with the waterfall. And I didn't even need to use my Yachi Berry. Shout out to Yachi Berry Gyarados, just chilling right there in the back. That Yachi Berry was just clinging to his tail. He didn't even need it. And finally, the Mega Aerodactyl comes in here. I think this is his last Pokemon. I can just knock it out with the waterfall. And that is gonna be a good game. So yeah, that's Shell Smash sweeping for you guys. And I think going over this match real quick, I mean, there was nothing he could do. I don't know why he went for the Protect though. It was kind of I guess maybe he wanted to whittle me down with Toxic. Maybe he thought I was a sweeping Gorbis, because I did bring a sweeping Gorbis, a Shell Smash 3 attacks Gorbis before, so maybe he wanted to whittle me down. But thinking about it, like we gotta consider the fact that if he Hyper Voice, it could have been a different game. Not really, but like it would have been dragged further. Let's say he Hyper Voiced, right? He Hyper Voiced, I would have baton passed into my my Ampharos. I'd be able to take the Hyper Voice because I'm not Mega'd yet. I'd Mega kill his Sylveon because I have Iron Tail. I'm pretty sure even a +2 Thunderbolt can kill Sylveon if he's offensive, which he probably was. And then, you know, he'd bring in Mamoswine, Ice Shard, and then I'd go to Gyarados and set up a Dragon Dance and pretty much win then because I'm faster. So, I mean, I don't really dive into hypotheticals like I usually say, but I kind of had to, especially since he made a huge misplay by going for the Protect on my baton pass. But either way, I mean, he has a lot of offensive pressure on his team. He played well. He played well, especially with the maneuvers around my Wobbuffet with the baton pass and the Toxic. And so that was really well played, or really well structured on his part. So that was pretty good. And other than that, I mean, I got Rock Slap. I just took command of the game as soon as I encored that sock. And having the rocks and spinning them away from my side were just very, very useful. And finally, CTC putting in that work. I mean, he didn't kill anything, but he team player right there. Team player, as it probably is not proven in Hita for Hita, but as we can see in the GBA match, we saw it. So yeah, we're 5-1 right now, looking good. We are gonna be on week 7 next, so that's gonna be exciting. Let me know what you guys think. I definitely had a lot of fun in this match, especially since I can make Smash Pass work. And I think that's all I gotta say for this. So, oh, but yeah, by the way, check out Tom. Of course, his link will be in the description below, and you can see the battle from his point of view. Also, the team building video from yesterday, if you guys want to see how I made this team. If you haven't seen that yet, I make some pretty interesting analysis of how I make each team, and you guys can see what I had on it. Like, I didn't get to use Iron Tail Fabio, but you know, it was there. And plus the Yachi Berry was pretty good prep on my part, I guess. Pretty nice. I usually record those before the actual battle happens, so you can see if I made any good predictions or not before if I'm actually a psychic type or something. I don't even know. But yeah, that's gonna be this. Also, yeah, Chimchargers official shirt in the description below. And that's it. So hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think. Looking forward to hearing from you all, and I will see you guys on the next one. Chimchargers out.